evening, everyone, and good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. I am your host, Pamela Harris, and I'm joined with great colleagues from all over, where we're going to discuss where our platform is called Finding Common Ground. Finding Common Ground. So, on this platform, what we do here is we expose, elevate, and empower our community through connections in the business community activists, social activists, leaders, entrepreneurs, and so forth. So, tonight, I am privileged to introduce the world to a great family member of mine. I've known him all his life. I've known him all his life. My little brother, and I should know how to spell his name by now, so I do apologize. My mom named him 7 names, but it's my fault that I misspelled his name. But I'm proud to introduce him as Umsayabon Adam Faraji Anetie Ufot Inyang. Try that. It's a full sentence there. I've always known that my little brother was bound for greatness. He always thought differently from all of his older siblings. He's always walked his own path. And if it wasn't a path that made sense to him, he is not afraid to create his own. And I'm proud of him for that. And now it's like this moment, actually, one of our cousins is joining now. It was a cousin of mine, Courtney, hey, who actually reminded me 2 weeks ago that I spoke this vision over my brother, who was already destined for this anyway. But she reminded me that I spoke this at the family reunion, that Adam will be running for an elected official. He will be running for an elected position. And so I am proud to say and glad to see that this moment is manifesting. And I'm also glad that we are recording this moment, because I also feel like this recording will be looked upon back in history when you do decide to run for a national office. Because, brother, I know this is only the beginning. I believe that. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, please help me in welcoming my little brother, Adam Inyang, running for City Council Ward 2 of Albany, Georgia. Yay!
Hey, appreciate
Yay!
that.
Yes.
Always beautiful, beautiful intros. Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome. Yes. So I'm not going to hog up the whole interview, but I'm going to let Leah ask the first basic question, because it was something that a couple people have asked me, and I said, you know what, that's a great question to start this interview with. So Leah, take it away.
So, what is a city commissioner?
What is a city commissioner? A city commissioner is a steward, is a steward of resources, is a steward of resources and money for the community. They're supposed to be the ear and the connection between the community and whatever resources the community needs for change and movement forward. That's my definition of a city commissioner.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like too many people don't they feel like, and honestly in this campaign I've seen it to where people regard even just the candidacy as oh, you're somebody that's now, I don't know, elevated in some way. And I disagree with that. I feel like I feel like I'm the same person. I'm you can still come in the easy copy anytime, see me. I'm at the front counter. I'm I might be in the back, but I feel like people in those positions, though, they try to feel like they've elevated themselves above other people, when it should be the other way around. You've now become the servant of the people. But yeah.
So in this role, and Leah, did you have more you want to ask on that? So in this role, it is a part-time position. It's not a full-time role. Do you get paid in doing this position? Like,
it's part-time pay. Part-time pay with full-time hours. That's for dang sure. These Tuesday meetings are all-day situations. There's some city commissions and city councils, that have times that they'll set their evenings, set their meetings in the evenings to where they're really short, 6 p.m. to 8 or 9 p.m. But Albany has meetings from 8 a.m. to almost 5-6 o'clock. Sometimes it's crazy hours.
Is that every Tuesday?
Not every Tuesday. It depends. But sometimes, though, but unfortunately, those aren't uncommon hours. But and then there's other meetings in between. There's budget stuff, and then there's voting meetings and all of that. But so it's a lot of hours, and then still getting out and working with the people, networking, and people have already asked me, help on issues like, oh man, I got this tree in my yard and it's growing roots under the house. What can you do for me? Or, oh, my alley needs paving in the back, and it floods when it rains. And, what can you do for me? How can you help? And so people, I can already see where this is going come time. Yeah, definitely full-time hours.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out
Okay.
to the
So
website.
yeah. Oh yeah. And speaking of that, and I'm gonna get to your website in a minute. Actually, we can get to that right now on your website. I know you have outlined your platform and the agenda that you want to uh, implement when you're in office.
Mm-hmm.
Before you answer that question about what your platform is, can you tell us the length of time a city commissioner is in office? I don't want to forget.
Well, we serve here 4-year terms. So
Oh,
yeah, so three seats come up for a vote every 2 years. So this election cycle, wards 2, 3, and 5 are up. In 2 years, the other wards will be at 1, 4, and 6, and then the mayoral race. And so 4-year terms.
okay. So 4-year terms. Okay. Now, tell us about your platform and what change you're looking to bring to Albany.
So I got 7 main points on my platform list. Lowering light bills is one. But most recently now I've been talking about this decriminalization. Decriminalizing marijuana here on the city level is an agenda point. So hold on, let me grab my gifts.
Okay.
Yeah, so shout out to Good Life Vapor. I'm gonna shout them out, and then also to shout out Raw Organic. We gonna talk about them too, but they brought me a dope little care package of hemp products, CBD. I got me a brownie. They got me some gummies. They got me this a 3-5 blend of premium hemp flower Delta 8, and it's all legal hemp products, locally grown here, locally sourced, and this is the hemp flower here, 7 grams of this. Shout out to that. Appreciate you, Good Life Vapor. Appreciate
They
Jenny
brought it by
Thomas.
your office?
Yeah, they dropped it off because, well, I mean, granted, this is an easy copy gift, but it speaks to the platform points about decriminalizing marijuana and how it can create jobs, and how basically, if we're going to be talking about moving the economy forward, because the economy is a broad point of my platform, but making capital more accessible to small businesses and things like that. But if we're going to be talking about moving the economy forward, or thinking about a forward moving Albany, we got to get in front of this hemp industry. We got to position
Mm,
ourselves to
hmm.
take advantage of that, because right now it's blooming, but it's still nascent in a lot of places, a lot of ways, and it's definitely opportunity for growth here. So that's a big part of that. But yeah, so a lot of platform points.
I like that. No, no, keep
That's
going.
all.
Because, all right, so we know that Fulton County has already decriminalized marijuana. And
Mhm.
so, and I think some of the surrounding counties may have too,
Yep.
some of them, but not
Gwinnett,
all of them.
Gwinnett
So,
has Clarkston.
mhm.
There's almost 20 different municipalities have decriminalized marijuana in the state
So
of Georgia.
what is it going to be a struggle to try to do it in Albany as well? Do y'all, like,
Not
how does that,
not if we get these votes in. If we show out this November and get seats 2, 3, and 5, by we, I mean the progressive people who actually care about the people, and who've actually been in the community working and doing things. If we get these seats away from the commissioners that are there now, then it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it should be a problem.
okay.
Young thinks progressively. And who we got going in 3? Either Dair Salam or Dip Gaines. One of them, they're gonna think progressively as well. Got Howard. We got Colette Jenkins, Ward 5. If she wins, we good. It's gonna pass right through.
Okay. All right. So what else is on your agenda?
Shoot, what else is on there? Man, lowering property taxes. So and I keep forgetting to shout out to Miss Adrian Banks, and she's so patient because she ain't said nothing mean to me yet, but I got to reach back out to her, talk about these homeschooling networks. Yeah, but and more parents I've been talking to and seeing are going to homeschooling, and they're frustrated with
Mm,
the school systems not knowing how to move forward or what to do. So I said, shoot, this is an opportunity. If we're using less school buildings, or if we can figure out a way to actually incorporate this homeschooling network into the greater school system, boom, we can use less of these school facilities and possibly lower property taxes, because now we're spending less money on facilities and buildings. So that's something that I wanted to explore, lowering property taxes using COVID as a catalyst for that change. Shoot, what else? Oh, and also too, of course, like I said, making capital more accessible to small businesses here. A lot of the small businesses,
I would
local
like to see
businesses
that.
here, yeah, they're unaware. Like you, in fact, yeah, because you came down to that contract meeting and wasn't nobody in there. These small businesses don't know
Yeah,
about
not
what
one.
opportunities are. Yeah, they don't know what opportunities are
Right.
available. They don't know what money's coming through this city, and it's a lot. There's a lot of money that's coming through this city. There's another $10 million coming to the city from the Biden rescue plan, the American Rescue Plan. And if we can get, again, those seats on the commission, we can actually vote to spend that money with small businesses. We will have the ability to vote to say, oh, okay, we're going to allot $2 million to small business grants. We're going to put these small businesses through, a little incubator program, teach them whatever, blah, 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 blah. Once they're done, we'll give them a grant in the amount of whatever, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000 grants to X amount of businesses. That's
Oh,
something
that's
that we could do. And it's so simple. And it's as simple as what I just said. That goes on an agenda, boom, we vote on it, and it's enacted. The commissioners that we have currently just simply do not care. Their interest isn't in helping the people, or actually
what I was
meeting
going
the
to
needs of
ask
the
you.
people. Yeah.
Mm,
But their
mm,
focus is
mm,
on maintaining the status quo, which the status quo ain't been good for nobody here for a long time. Because we
mm.
like, and coming from Albany,
Yeah,
we still
coming from Albany.
complaining. Yeah, we still complaining about the same things that we were complaining about when I was little, when I was a brand new something
Yeah.
on the out here, hearing what the grown folks were saying. Now I'm saying the same stuff. It's outrageous, dog, and it's high time for some change. So
So speaking of youth growing up in Albany, being an adult, I know you have left, come back, and back again. What new things have you picked up from around the world and globe that we could possibly do for the kids? What things are you thinking about as far as implementing for the children in
man,
Albany?
so exactly that we just had, the city just had a meeting about a park and recs master plan, and they reached out to the community, please bring your ideas and whatever. So Grouchy got up in there. Grouchy he presented his plan, and well, during and after that meeting, now everybody want to come talk to Grouchy, and oh well, we want to hear what you got to say. Blah, blah, blah. Grouchy been doing this thing, but in his plan, which is what I love, he has this megaplex idea using some of the city's land behind what First Tee, behind the Civic Center back there, and developing that sucker up so where now you give them soccer fields, give them baseball fields, give them the digital interactive sports stuff, the little virtual golf and the virtual tennis and things that the kids can actually hone and develop skills beyond just coming out there with a basketball hoop or whatever, actually have them engaging and learning different things, have different tools available. So that's in a quick little soundbite, but that duplicated over different places in the city, and of course reinvesting more in these community centers that are simply boxes. These community centers, like, and I just talked with Grouchy earlier today, and he just described them as what they are. They're big boxes with a goal in it. Maybe there's nothing really there for people to go to. So when you got leaders complaining about, well, no kids are going to the parks and no kids are using these community centers, that's because there's nothing there for them. There's nothing there to make them want to go. So yeah, okay.
But I
Yeah.
was actually hearing what you were saying about Grouchy presenting uh, his advice to the board, and
Yeah.
what did they say about it? Because my device
So
went
well,
down.
I got to finish watching it all. It got heated at one point in that meeting, and folks was, there was dissension here and there, but all in all, though, he just got a lot of very practical use cases and applications for these lands that we got scattered throughout the city that ain't nobody doing nothing with. He's like, hey, we can do XYZ with this. We can do XYZ with this. Simple stuff like cutting out a small little putting green, a golf course, using some of this land, just boom, give the kids exposure to a lot of different things. So yeah, if we put stuff there for them, they're gonna utilize the space and they're gonna use it as long as it's engaging and it ain't, the just a broke down goal, like so that.
So I know I have more questions because you and I can talk for hours, but we have other people on, and I want to make sure that I give your audience a chance to make comments, ask questions, show their love and support. So, audience, if you have anything you want to share, show some love or support, please unmute, show your face, and talk to Adam Inyang. Inyang for Albany. Okay, and so
What you
while
like?
they're deciding to open up, I do want to also say this. I know that it is not easy doing a campaign. I thank you for even stepping out and doing this because God knows this ain't my area. But I know we all spend money, and if you spend money, you're into politics. So why not use your dollars to support a great candidate that will help make change, not only locally but on a national level as well. We know it's coming. So starting locally helps us to grow nationally. So I ask you to go to inyangforalbany.com, give $5, $10, $50, whatever is on your heart. Donate a few dollars, donate some time, pick up a sign, tell a friend, pass the word that Adam is running for city council. And yes, this does affect you. It doesn't matter, even if you live in another city or state, it can all help us out when we have somebody in the right position that's representing the community. So